And then the first time I worked for him at that event in Columbus at the Ohio State course, he hit this shot on the 10th hole that I was looking chip out. We were in the trees.
Uh-huh.
I saw this little gap, and I'm like, really? Like,
About Rickie, that like you saw, you know, how he was so different at a young age.
yeah.
Especially at Long Beach.
Yeah, and so I was on my way back, called the shop. You know, they tell me he shot 62, and that was the start of him doing all these things. And he shot sub 65 so much. I'd never seen somebody do that. You know, I'd seen a lot of good junior golfers, and I'd never seen the scores he was putting up. And then the first time I worked for him at that event in Columbus at the Ohio State course, he hit this shot on the 10th hole that I was looking chip out. We were in the trees.
Uh-huh.
I saw this little gap, and I'm like, really? Like, you know, let's just chip it out and wedge it on. Hit it up through this gap and hit this amazing shot up on the green. And I'm like, all right, I'm working for somebody different here. This is got to let him go when he gets in trouble and let him create shots, you know. He was
That's what I saw from him when I played with him that day. I was just like, he saw different shots, you know, and he was able to pair it up with a big sack. And he, you know, the kid is fearless, man. How often you got to pull him back?
Yeah. And the thing a lot of people don't know about him is when he first came out, like his instructor that he had his whole life until he passed away, Barry McDonald, taught him to hit shots. So he knew all 9 ball flights. So like, instead of going and working on like mechanics, you know, cause I know a lot of people that follow you are swing people, he would go out and he would just, we had a bad round. We'd go sit on the range and he'd try to produce all 9 ball flights. And that's how he'd get back.
Really?
So I hadn't really seen anybody do that till him. You know, I was always a tinker with my golf swing and everything. And he would just go out there and, you know, hey, I'm going to hit all 9 ball flights. And then he'd make me call him at the end. And by the time he got back to it, he's like, okay, I'm good to go. And then be fine the next day.
So that's how he would build up his confidence, just being able to just, you know, low draw, medium draw, high draw.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of, you know, how Barry taught him was rather than, hey, put the club here, do this, do that, hit this shot, do this, do that. And then that took care of his mechanics. And he's always had a swing that looked a little different than, you know, shots in them of the world. But I mean, the way he could strike it and the amount of flights he could produce was pretty impressive for a young kid. So
thanks for watching, everybody, the JRL Golf Academy. Please make sure to link and comment down below. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that little bell for notifications. And we look forward to seeing you on the next JRL Golf Academy.